Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Necromancy 101. Sort of continuing in the Halloween vein-ish. Last time we talked about curses. This time I figured we'd talk a little bit about true names. Now, you may hear about true names. True names, it sounds really mystical. And they are. They're magical. But at the same time, true names are things that everything has. The shot glasses in your cabinet, or the regular glasses in your cabinet, have a true name. Each one has a true name. The blades of grass in your yard have true names. Each one, not just one for all grass. Each blade of grass has a true name. And, of course, all people have a true name. Now, with some things, true names tend not to change very much. Like with the glasses in your cabinet, or, the grass in your yard. But with things more complicated than that, they fluctuate a lot. Like, it changes with age, and it changes with who you are. Because a true name, it's not like, oh, Daniel Patrick Harris is my true name. No, that's not a true name. That's your name. That's the name you're given. Your true name is who you are. It's at a core of who you are. I mean, obviously, your birth name could be what your true name is, but it might not. Like, there are some people who identify as, let's say, I identify as a dragon in my heart, and my name is, Wildfire. And there are some people who might think, yeah, sure, whatever. You're just a crazy, random internet person. But your true name, if that's who you are, if that's who you really are, then that's what your name is. Your true name is Wildfire. This is doubly so if you're transgender. I mean, it's, if your birth name was Lawrence, but, you've transitioned and now you are Lauren, then your true name is Lauren. And it might be that your true name was once Lawrence. And the interesting thing about true names is that if you change enough, the things that worked on you before don't work again. Like, let's say Lawrence. Lawrence had a spell cast on him before the transition, and it was bound into his bones. And then Lawrence rediscovered herself and came out as Lauren, at which point this spell that was cast on Lauren, or formerly Lawrence, breaks, just washes away. And that's the problem with basing spells and curses on true names. I mean, they're powerful and they stick until the person changes. I mean, you don't even have to change. You could be, your name could be Jimmy Jim, and you could be a drunk, conservative, homeless guy, and you get your life turned around, and you change your point of view, and you could be on the wagon, liberal, and a small business owner, and you could still go by Jimmy Jim, and the things that affected the old Jimmy Jim, those old curses and spells, if they're bound by your true name, gone. That's another thing about true names. If you want to use a spell based on a true name, you can't just know their true name. You have to know who they are in your head. Like, Lauren is a woman. And so you know that in your head and your heart, and you cast a spell and it works because you're bound by your true name. But if you, in your head, you're like, oh yeah, sure, Lawrence is just pretending to do this thing for his attention, and you cast a spell, it would, like water on a brick, it would just whoosh into nothing. So that's something to keep in mind when you're evading curses and trying to cast curses and doing spells around this time of year. If you're trying to do them on somebody else based on your true name, it's really good to keep things in mind about who somebody is, because that matters. And if anybody ever tells you that, who you are, doesn't matter, it does. It does. Who you are is everything. And your true name is a representation of that, and a reflection of that. Because, again, it's not just a name. It's a reflection of who you are on the whole. So, that's some facts about true names. Some things to keep in mind in the Halloween season. So, that's it for now. I will see you guys next time. Like and subscribe.